We have now reached the final segment of our bangle making workshop. In the previous segments, we have learned how to create kasu bangle, and throughout this workshop, we have also learned thread work, mirror work, and Kundan stone embellishments. In this section, we will learn how to create 3D motifs. For example, on this one cut bangle, I have created a 3D flower using several leaf-shaped Kundan stones. And as you can see here, the design has a raised surface that creates a beautiful 3D effect. Now we will learn how to create a similar motif. So in this demonstration, I will show you how to create a lotus motif. Before creating any motif, it is important to plan the design layout first. For the lotus design, we will begin with one center leaf-shaped stone and then place two stones on each side on left and right. And then create the base of the lotus using small green Kundan stones. To create the 3D effect, we will later place additional Kundan stones on top of the red stones. So for this design, we will need a wrapped bangle base where we want to create the motif, two different sizes and colors of Kundan stones to create the contrasting or to create the contrast between top and the base layers of the lotus. And I'm also keeping square and round Kundan stones nearby just in case I need them to complete the design. So let us say I want to place the design or place the lotus motif in this section of the bangle. By now you already have an idea of how much glue to apply. So I will start by placing a small drop of glue and fixing the first Kundan stone. Now you can adjust the stones slightly according to your design requirements. Next, I will place additional stones on the left and the right side of the center stone as planned. Using my thumb, I am gently pressing the stones so that they attach securely to the glue and the bangle base. After this step, it is important to allow the stones to rest and set for a while, and only then we can continue with the lower section of the design. Now that the upper stones have dried, we can complete the lower part of the lotus design. For the base section, I have planned 3 small green Kundan stones. So I apply the glue carefully and fix the stones in place one by one. Observe the placement as I demonstrate on the video. Now you can see that the lotus flower shape is beginning to form. Next, I will add two more stones on top of the red Kundan stones to create the raised 3D effect. Slowly apply glue and place the stones carefully, and then allow the design to rest for at least 4 hours so that the glue sets properly. You may also use B7000 glue as it works very well for fixing both stones and the metal elements. Continue to adjust the stones gently so that the overall shape clearly resembles a lotus flower. You may notice a small gap between the red and green stones. These gaps can be filled with small round or square Kundan stones. Since I am demonstrating the design without waiting for each layer to dry completely, you may see that I am adjusting the stones a few times. You can choose to fill the entire bangle with a repeating 3D lotus pattern, or you can combine lotus motifs with Lakshmi coins for a more decorative design. You can create something different with using the lotus 3D pattern with the Lakshmi coins. Both options create a beautiful, rich, and traditional look. So now your homework, which has been shared in the WhatsApp group, is to create a simple 3D flower using Kundan stones, just like this example. Use 12 Kundan stones and one round Kundan stone and create a 3D effect round flower and share it on the WhatsApp group. Now we will learn how to apply Gota lace on a bangle. In your kit, you have been provided with Gota lace, but you can also use ready-made laces available in the market, such as pearl lace or other decorative laces. For this technique, we will need scissors, glue, Gota lace, and a wrapped bangle base. First, trim and clean the frayed edges of the lace using the scissors so that the lace looks neat and tidy. Next, apply glue along the inner edge of the wrapped bangle and place the lace diagonally on that edge. Allow it to rest for a few moments so that the lace sets properly. Earlier, when we worked with the thread wrapping, we wrapped the threads horizontally around the bangle. But in this technique, we will wrap the lace diagonally, and which is why we first secure it diagonally along the inner edge. Now, using your index finger and thumb, gently press the lace while wrapping it around the bangle as you worked on with the threads earlier, maintaining small spaces in between each wrap, as you can see here. Continue wrapping the lace around the entire bangle in this manner. And when you reach the end point, the place where we started initially, place the lace exactly on the same edge where the wrapping began in the inner edge of the bangle. Apply a small amount of glue at the point and secure the lace neatly on top of it so that the bangle has a clean and a well finished wrapped appearance. Now we will learn the second technique using Gota lace. In this technique, we will create a bow-shaped pattern with the Gota lace while wrapping it around the entire bangle. Here I am using a 2-cut bangle, but you can also apply this technique on a 4-cut or on a 1-cut bangle. First, take your Gota lace. This time we will apply glue along the inner edge of the bangle and place the lace exactly the way we place the thread during the wrapping. However, in this case, I am placing the lace slightly away from the latkan. Allow the glue and lace to set properly for a few moments and then we will start wrapping. Using my index finger, I am pressing the lace that has been glued along the inner edge, making sure that the lace is placed straight and neatly and does not fall off. Now gently bend the lace slightly towards yourself and you will begin to see a bow shape forming in. This twist or bow shape should sit at the center of the bangle base. After that, pull the lace inward and repeat the same step, continuing this process as you wrap the lace around the entire bangle until you reach the end. By repeating this pattern, you will eventually reach the same end point where you began the wrapping initially. And at this point, we will apply a small amount of glue, secure the lace and cut off the excess lace using the scissors. And this completes the bow style Gota lace wrapping technique.